Are you utilizing the new Instagram algorithm to gain more followers? What's going on, everybody? Luis Trevino here, CEO at Engage. And today I want to talk to you guys about how you can hack the Instagram algorithm in 2021 so you can get more followers fast. All right, so there's three things that I'm going to be talking to you guys about today. So let's go ahead and dive right in so that you can start to grow your social media following. Now, I will say one of the most important things is that we're talking about Instagram, right? But that being said, a lot of these things that I'm going to be talking about can be applied to a multitude of platforms. Okay, so take that into consideration when I'm talking about these three things. Let me just make a quick up change here on my computer. There we go. And we can go ahead and dive in. So number one is if the platform offers a feature, make sure that you use it. Okay. So this goes, as I mentioned, for any social platform, for search engines, for really anything that's online. If the platform has released a new feature, you want to make sure that you use it as soon as possible. Now, the reason being is that the platform, a lot of the times, tends to rewrite the algorithm so that people can get a benefit from using this new feature, right? So it's in essence, they want to promote that new feature. So being first to the punch when using that feature can ultimately mean that you'll get a skyrocket in reach and more views, different things like that, because the platform created the new feature. They want more people they want that new feature to become popular. And so the more people that use that feature, the more they'll benefit from that reach and those views, etc. So that's one of the main things that you want to make sure you take advantage of as soon as possible. Okay, so Reels is a good example, right? Reels just came into Instagram. It's a new feature. Everybody's jumping on it right now. If you jump on that as well, you can start to experience a little bit more reach in your local market, right? So now just real quickly, two of the features that you might not be aware of, because I feel like Reels, a lot of people know about that. But two of the other ones that are still a little bit more, not a lot of people talk about, is pinned comments. So now in your comments of your post, you can actually go in there and pin comments that you want people to see. That way, when they're scrolling through the feed, they will actually see the pinned comment first, as an example, because normally you just see the first few comments. And then when you click on show more, it shows you all the other comments. So you can actually moderate which comments you want people to see. So if you have a really good comment from somebody on there, you can go on there and pin it, right? And people will actually see that first as they're scrolling through the feed. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And then number two is hashtags. You might already be using hashtags or not. Essentially, hashtags work as a filing system. So if you put if you put a post about, Invisalign, then you do hashtag Invisalign, hashtag clear aligners, hashtag better smile, hashtag straight smile. Like, you can do different things like that. You can do hashtag your city, your state, what have you. And essentially hashtags work as a filing system, right? So you'll essentially, Instagram will file those accordingly, right? And so you can put up to 30 hashtags in your post. So I definitely recommend, if you're not doing that right now, make sure to actually do it. Okay. All right. So that's number one. If a platform offers a new feature, make sure to use it as soon as possible. Okay. Number two is that video isn't the future, it is now. Okay. And so you probably think I sound like a broken record. Luis, you're always talking about video. And I just really want to make sure that you get this, right? Because you need to start using video today. It is not, a lot of times people talk about it as like, oh yeah, video is going to take over. It's already taken over, guys. Like, you need to be using video as part of your marketing strategy. So 65% of people are actually visual learners, and 30% of people are auditory learners, right? So video is an effective way to communicate with that 95% of people, right? You need to be using it because you want to get people's attention. Video is going to be the best way to do it, okay? And so we're actually going to be talking more about videos and reels and how you can be leveraging that in your marketing here in the next few marketing Wednesdays that we're going to be doing, right? So make sure to stay tuned for that. But again, already, if you haven't been using video, make sure to start using video as part of your process. All right. And number 3 is users are craving authenticity and humor. Okay. So that's kind of like the big thing right now. Like experts have actually been, named it or coined it as authentic content marketing, right? And this goes back down to the same principles that we've always talked about, right? We want people to know you, like you, and trust you, right? And the idea now is that people can actually filter through something that's real and that isn't, right? And people actually can tend to see who you are as a real person, and authenticity always wins. Being yourself. This is why when you look at some of the big, let's just say cable shows, right, or TV shows, where it's like reality TV, like what is that? Like, why is that so popular? If you look at YouTube and you look at, vlogging, where people just will watch videos literally about nothing, just about this other person's life. That's all it is, right? They're just being authentic and people want to see that. So honestly, if you can adopt those same concepts into your, practice, where maybe you don't even need to talk about anything specific, but you're just showing behind the scenes of your day-to-day in your practice. Like, honestly, guys, like, I know it's a little mental shift because you're so used to being professional and like all this other stuff. People crave authenticity. When we're in a world surrounded by just advertising that doesn't resonate, people crave authenticity. All right. So really take that into consideration. And so that's the thing, that authenticity a lot of times eliminates competition, because at the end of the day, if I've grown to like you, then I'm most likely going to do business with you because I've already built that relationship with you. Okay. So that's super important. And then on the flip side, well, not on the flip side, but in addition to that, the humor aspect, right? Like people, like when you think about it, like when you see a funny comment, a funny post or anything like that, what do? Right? You follow, you share, you like it, right? You send it to your friends and family, like, hey, check this out, it's funny. And that's how a lot of the times content becomes viral. So don't be afraid just to have fun with your content. Like, honestly, I see this a lot more with orthos. They've actually I've seen a lot of orthos pick up TikTok, and they're having fun with it, guys. Like, they're making really fun videos and it's working for them in regards to building their brand and get more people into the practice, because think about it, who their clientele is, right? And so that is super important. So my question to you is, like, what is the first thing you do when you see something that makes you laugh online, right? Like I mentioned earlier, you like it, you share it. Humor is one of the most effective ways to increase your reach, whether it's on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, like honestly, on YouTube, like whatever it is, right? So are you using humor in your Instagram post? If you are, if you're not, go ahead and comment below. Let us know what strategies have worked for you, what type of posts have worked for you. And if you have any questions whatsoever, let us know, comment below. Let's have a discussion about it, guys. So that's pretty much it for today. Number one, if the platform offers you a new feature, make sure that you use it. Number two, video isn't the future, it's now. So start using video as part of your marketing. And number three is users crave authenticity and humor. So just make sure that you start doing that more in your marketing. All right. That's pretty much it, guys. Make sure to stay tuned on Friday so that Angela can level up your team's sales game. Have an awesome Wednesday, and we'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.